Welcome! In this tutorial you will learn how to set up a quiz in Moodle. Once you have created a pool of questions, you can set up a quiz in your Moodle course and add those questions to the quiz. To create a quiz, turn editing on in the upper right corner of your course page, go to the Add an Activity drop-down menu and select Quiz. On the next page, give a name to the quiz and provide a short description of its purpose. If you want the quiz to be available only for a specific period of time, uncheck the Disable boxes and specify the opening and closing dates for the quiz. If the time limit for the quiz is enabled, the students will see a timer with a countdown when they take this quiz. You can also set the time delay between the first and the second attempt or later attempts. In this case, the students will have to wait for that amount of time before they are allowed to retake the quiz. If the quiz is too long, you can limit the number of questions that will appear on one page. It's a good idea to shuffle the questions and shuffle within the questions. For example, shuffle the choices in a multiple choice question to prevent students from copying each other during the quiz. Next, set the number of attempts the students are allowed to make on this quiz. If multiple attempts are allowed, you can set each attempt builds on the last to yes if you want the students to see the results of the previous attempts when they make a new attempt on the quiz. Adaptive mode allows students to respond multiple times to the same question within one attempt. To learn more about adaptive mode, click on the question icon. Next, choose the grading method. If multiple attempts are allowed, there are different ways the system can calculate the final grade for the quiz. The highest grade in any attempt, the average grade for all attempts, the grade for the first attempt, or the grade for the last attempt. If the quiz runs in adaptive mode and students are allowed multiple attempts on a single question, you can penalize the students for each incorrect answer by subtracting a fraction of their grade. For this, set Apply Penalties to Yes. In addition, you can choose if you want any decimal digits to be displayed in students' grades for the quiz. Review options control what the students can see immediately after the attempt, later while the quiz is still open, and after the quiz is closed. You can leave all these boxes checked. Furthermore, you can add more security features to your quiz. Displaying a quiz in a secure window means that the quiz will appear in a new full-screen window and some mouse actions and keyboard commands will be prevented. Please note that this setting does not make your quiz totally secure. It just limits some things the students can do with the browser and thus makes cheating a bit more difficult. You can also set a password that the students will have to enter before they can take the quiz, or an IP address which will allow students to take a quiz only from a specific location, for example, computer labs in Ross Hall. If you use groups in your Moodle course, you can set the group mode to separate groups or visible groups. Finally, you can add the overall feedback that the students will see when they finish the quiz. You can set different feedback for different grade boundaries. For example, the students who get scores between 50% and 100% will see the message saying "Nice job." Whereas students who get scores between 50% and 0% will see the message saying "Please study again." When done, click Save and Display. On the next page you will see two columns. The right column contains the categories in a pool of questions that you have created in your Moodle course, and the left column is where your questions for this specific quiz are listed. To add questions from the question bank to your quiz, select the category, then choose the questions that you want to add, and click on the Add to Quiz button. Now the questions that you added to the quiz should appear in the left column. You can move these questions, preview, edit, and remove. When you finish, click on the Save Changes button. To preview the quiz, click on the Preview tab. You can see the timer that tells how much time is left till the quiz will close. You can also try and answer the questions. When you answer the questions and click on Submit All and Finish, you can see the grade and the feedback. If you want to view students' results after they take the quiz, go to the quiz and click on the Results tab. To view individual responses, click on the links for each individual question. You can also regrade a quiz, manually grade certain quiz questions, such as essays, and download the quiz results in Excel or text format.